Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Everyday Husband Quotes, the channel for marriage advice, marriage entertainment, and everything else marriage. Hey, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Lifetime's Married at First Sight bride-to-be Paige Banks says, the Lord has granted what we asked of him. And so, if you don't know, on February the 26th of 2024, Paige Banks and her boyfriend, Justin Williams, welcomed a new baby girl into the world. The baby's name is Nova Ray Banks Williams. And I, for one, honey, was excited to see this announcement when Paige made it on her IG account on May 23rd of 2024. She does say, I've always wanted to be a mother and nurture a child of my own. And finally, it feels like God answered the desires of my heart by giving me something that I was yearning for. And so also, honey, there was so much love given to this woman in the comments section, in spite of what she has been through previously in her public marriage on the show of Married at First Sight with her ex-husband, Chris Williams. And y'all, this is why it's so important why we don't fantasize about the ideal of marriage, because I'm sure now Paige, looking at her current situation, honey, this is not what she thought for herself. A marriage is more than what you see on social media. It's more than a hashtag that says couple goals. And so that's why I'm so happy for Paige, because she got another chance. And most people don't get a second chance of finding love. Usually there's a cycle that's unfavorable to them. They keep going around and around in the wilderness trying to find a person. But that's not Paige's story, so thank God. Now, Pastor Cal was one of the counselors on the show of Married at First Sight, and he wrote in the comments under that post and said, congratulations, Paige, beautiful baby, your prayers have been manifested. Also, Pastor Dwight, who was part of Paige and her ex-husband Chris Williams storyline on season 12 of Married at First Sight, says, absolutely beautiful. Congrats to you both. And so before we get into Paige's story of how all of this came to be, Paige and her new man Justin are not married. Now, according to People magazine, who did the whole write-up about Paige's pregnancy announcement and also did the exclusive with her having the new baby, People magazine referred to Justin as her boyfriend. So I originally thought that Paige was trying to hide the status of their relationship, but honey, that's not the case. And so I stand to be corrected, but it does look like that Paige Banks met her new man outside of the show. And just to clear up any confusion, this is not Chris Williams' baby. Someone may have said this is the Williams baby, but it's Justin Williams, her new man, not Chris Williams, her ex-husband. So we know that Chris Williams is the man that she married on the show of Married at First Sight, and things took a turn for the worse when Chris openly expressed and admitted after having sexual relations with Paige that he was not attracted to her, and he thought by having sexual relations with her that it would change his mind about the attraction. But since then, Paige told Essence magazine that people did have questions about the way she handled things with Chris, because ultimately Paige chose to work things out with Chris and she chose to stay in a relationship. Now, Paige says, I think I was so invested in the ideal of marriage and the process. I put so much trust in what could have been instead of recognizing what it was. She says there was definitely a lot of me being naive. I should have walked away after the wedding, but I wanted to see it through. And so that's what Paige told Essence magazine back in 2021. And you know, I think I can relate to Paige's story, because a lot of the times you do want to see a relationship through, especially if you have invested in the relationship. Like, no matter how many red flags there are out there, honey, we still choose to go on and stay in the relationship in spite of the warnings. But Paige definitely dodged a bullet when it comes to Chris Williams because of what she has now. And so now Paige says that in her newness, she is super grateful that she can share this journey with her person. She says that he is my safe space, my confidant, and most importantly, my best friend. Life isn't always easy, but doing it with you makes things so worthwhile, and I can't wait to see you in action with our little love. Hashtag grateful heart. So before I wrap up this video, I do hope for marriage with Paige and Justin. You know, they do seem like a really lovely couple together. I do hope that she continues to inspire herself before she can inspire anyone else out here, because sometimes inspiring yourself is your first ministry, and sometimes we got to give it to ourselves before we can give it to anyone else. So those are my thoughts. Leave yours in the comment section of this video. As always, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will talk to you guys in the next video.